All right, forgive me. I'm going to be looking over here a lot of times. I wrote this out because I thought that I could just go on a tirade and talk about this, but I felt like I was going too much on a tirade, so I decided, fuck it. I'm just going to write it down and just read it so then I stay to my joint idea. This is definitely a longer video. So I want to take a moment to talk about why I have issues with the Universe Beyond stuff. Um, so you would think that I would be happy that we have the Universe Beyond stuff because that means more players. More player means bigger community. Bigger community means more games. But honestly, I have issues. First, I will state that it is great that there is a larger player base, but that's the only thing that I'm really grateful for when it comes to the Universe Beyond stuff. My first issue is with that I have with the Universe Beyond stuff is viable reprints and growth of set specific mechanics. When it was just a couple cards like The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, etc., it was easier to make functional reprints for a couple cards, even though it usually took them years for the reprints to come out. Think about how long it was between The Walking Dead's Secret Lair and then the actual functional reprints to come out. It was a couple years at the very least, if I remember right. Um, I looked it up. It was 3 years. Kind of sucks. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen any functional reprints for any of the other Universes Beyond stuff that are full sets. Um, and those have been around for a little bit as well. And I haven't heard any talk about them doing functional reprints for those as well. Um, and for me, that creates this kind of like FOMO because if I want to play with those official cards, I have to get it ASAP or miss out. I hate FOMO. FOMO is psychologically manipulative. It's garbage. I hate it so much. Also, some of the Universe Beyond stuff has unique mechanics. I'm looking at you, Fallout, and the rat counters. How will they be able to print new cards with that mechanic in the future? I guess we could go to a plane that is a toxic waste dump, but I don't know. And I know this isn't a new issue because there's plenty of mechanics that I've liked that have a very limited pool to build around, like Ally, Party, Hotel. But it feels like giving these specific mechanics on a very limited run product feels like it would be harder for them to print more cards with the mechanic. So if I want to build certain decks, I might not have the option to build those unless I proxy. The other issue that I have is that it's just feeding into my product fatigue. We already have so many sets coming out back to back that I've lost my love for spoiler season because spoiler season never ends. I miss a simpler time when things were poggers, we were all somebody's little pog champion, and Hasbro wasn't making me drown in product. The next issue I have is price. A lot of this Universe Beyond stuff is so expensive that even if I wanted to buy into it, I can't afford it. I hate this idea that this product is not made for you kind of logic. Yes, I'm not buying collector boosters because that product wasn't made for me because it has special arts and special printing and yada yada yada. But printing powerful cards and they only show up in sets like this and they cost around $18 per pack feels fucky. It would be a different story if they had a cheaper normal art pack somewhere close to what the regular play booster costs. But there's no other option for me, for people like me. And yes, printer goes burr, but I enjoy owning at least one copy of an actual card before I start proxying more copies. And I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. If you like Universes Beyond, that's great for you. Personally, I just don't see the appeal. From a player and player wise, at least for me, I just don't see the appeal. I just feel like it creates problems in the long run. So yeah, thanks for sticking around.